Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, a relationship or maybe a creative project, maybe more abundance in your life, we're going to see what's blocking that manifestation. Welcome Infinite Souls, this is Marina for the Arcane Path, and in this pick a card reading we are going to ask your angels what fears are blocking your manifestations. I chose to work with angels today so that we would have very, very gentle and soft messages, but powerful, so that we could really work through these issues that are blocking your manifestations and you can get to manifest that which you want to manifest as soon as possible. So as always, here you have 4 piles. Pick the one that calls your attention the most. If you feel called to more than one pile, that's perfectly okay. Please remember that these are general readings, so there might be some messages that resonate with you and some might resonate with someone else. So please take what resonates and what does not resonate, just let it go. Also, please remember that these readings are for entertainment purposes, for confirmation, for inspiration, but they are not to be taken as a replacement for therapy or for a doctor's appointment or for any professional advice that you might be needing. Welcome pile number 1. Let's find out what your cards are. Meditation brings answers. Obstacles and blocks are lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are being lifted away. You will now experience progress forward movement in your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Okay, so far a pretty positive reading. Ask for what you want. Clear communication with yourself, with God, and with others help you avoid misunderstandings and speeds up the process of answered prayers. Then we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And finally, you are on the right path. Archangel Michael, I'll call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with courage and confidence to make healthful life changes. So these are your cards. I read them all aloud so that you could see them. Before I draw any tarot cards to clarify the message, I see that this is a very, very positive reading. If you were drawn to the title of this video, you evidently feel that there are blockages and that you have been trying to manifest things and you haven't been able to. However, these cards are confirming that you are on the right path and that obstacles and blocks are lifted. So these are literal answers to that. The card of attraction and ask for what you want, these 2 cards, make me believe that you are already in the process of attracting that which you have asked for. And if you haven't asked for what you want, that's the only step that's missing. Sometimes we need clarity, and this is where meditation brings answers as to what to ask for. And I'm being now prompted to give you a very quick tip on how to make good requests to the universe so that the law of attraction works better for you. And with ask for what you want, I feel that sometimes we focus too much on the way we want things to unfold, the way we want those blessings to come to us, instead of focusing on the blessings themselves. And this is the first message that's coming strong for some of you, which is you still haven't truly asked for what you want. You haven't done it in a clear way. Maybe you are not even clear yourself about what it is you want. So what I would suggest is, there's a strong suggestion here to meditate right? And this does not mean that you need to go meditate, like sit down and breathe and just meditate in the traditional way, because some people feel comfortable with that and some people don't. Really ask yourself, what is it that I want? You actually have results that you want to experience, and you're focusing on the way in which you think those results would come about. Let me give you an example. Let's say that you want to manifest more abundance. Just an example. So you're focusing on the money. How much money do I need? How much money do I want? Or maybe how you think that money is going to come about. Maybe you are asking for a raise or a promotion at work, or you are in a creative endeavor and you want more clients and more. And all these are ways in which you think abundance is going to flow into your life. But the universe has infinite doors through which it can bring you these blessings and this abundance, and you may not even know about them. Maybe you have more talents than what you imagine, or maybe somebody comes and just gives you the money. I don't know. But what you need to do is not to focus on the money or how that money is going to come to you. Just remain open and positive to whatever opportunity presents itself to you. So what you really want to focus on is, what would your life look like if you had more than enough money? So, for example, all my bills are paid on time. I am able to buy every little thing that I want. I'm able to buy all the clothes that I need, that my family needs. I don't know, I live in a very comfortable house. I only work, I don't know, if you are independent, maybe you want to work 3 or 4 days a week, and that's what abundance would look like to you. We go on holiday and we go on vacations, to this and such hotel. So you start describing to yourself what that perfect life would look like to you. And in order for that to manifest, you would need that money. Or that is what you think. Maybe somebody just gives the vacation to you. Or something happens. We never know. So just let the universe surprise you regarding how that's going to work. Because I feel that the blockage here is mostly that you are asking for means through which you think the blessings are going to come. Just relax, just let go of control of the process. The universe knows what it's doing. The universe knows how to bring you those blessings as fast as possible and in the best way possible. So just let that go and focus on what that perfect life would look like. And if what you're trying to manifest is a partner, try to describe for yourself what would that perfect relationship look like. And I always advise my clients, try to imagine a blank face. Sometimes we are fixated on an ex or somebody that we know and that we like, but they don't like us back or whatever. Try not to put a face in that imagination, and just describe what that perfect relationship would look like to you. This person supports me in every way. We laugh together. We watch TV together in the evening before we go to bed, and we enjoy the same kind of movies. And I don't know, they go fetch me from work. We have wonderful dates, very romantic days. Start describing what that relationship would look like to you. This person supports my dreams. They don't ask me to give up on my creative endeavors, my independence. They support the fact that I have many friends and I like going out with them. I would ask that you meditate on what that result would look like in your life how would your life look like if that were already in your life? So with this question, meditate on that, and maybe you want to write it down. It always helps me to write it down. And that's the first message. Don't get fixated on the ways you think abundance is going to flow into your life. And by abundance, I don't only mean money, but I mean love, abundance of health, abundance of happiness, whatever it is, success. Don't think of how it's going to happen, but what would my life look like if I already had that? I don't think you need to do a lot of inner work. It's more manifestation work in this case, because evidently you're already on the right path. You just need to come to terms with what it is that you really truly want and let go of control. Let the universe take charge of that. And let's see what else your angels want to tell us. Four of Cups, King of Swords, King of Pentacles. I feel we need another one here. Eight of Cups. Okay. So the Four of Cups again gives me that meditation vibe. You really need to think this through. And there's this fourth cup that the person isn't seeing. They're focusing so much on these three cups that they cannot see the fourth one that's coming on angel wings, let's say. And this again tells me that you need to really, really think about what it is you want. And now I'm getting that for some of you, it's what I said earlier. You just need to separate the how from the what it is that I want. And for some of you, it's realizing that there are better things for you than what you have experienced so far. So again, the advice that I gave before, I think fits. Just really meditate on what the perfect situation for you would look like. Try to erase any faces, any names, any job titles, any of those specifics. Just erase them and just describe what the experience is like. If you want a new job, well, what does it feel to work in the environment you want to work in, and what's your relationship with your co-workers or your boss? If you are the boss, what's your relationship with your subordinates? What's that perfect relationship? Is it if it's a love relationship that you are trying to attract? But again, try to describe the dynamics of that, how that works in your life, and do not get too attached to names, places, job titles, career titles. Just let all that go and let the universe just give you what's best for you, so that you can have the life that you want. Because you are focusing on things that you have already seen, things that you've already known in your life. Maybe there are previous relationships that you want to get back, or a relationship that's changed over the years and you want to get it back to what it was before. But both you and your partner have changed and evolved. So instead of wanting what you've already experienced, these were just examples, right? But sometimes we cannot imagine something better than what we've already experienced. What we experienced was good or was better than what we thought was possible. Maybe our experience was better than that of our parents or whatever, so we think, oh no, I want that back. Actually, maybe it was good, but there are better things for you. And this is what I'm getting really strongly with the Eight of Cups and the Four of Cups. You still cannot see, and it's hard for you to really imagine this great blessing that's coming your way. You've done a lot of inner work already. This was clear from your oracle cards. But now looking forward, looking into the future, that's where you're having trouble. Just write it down what the perfect situation would look like to me. But if that's hard for you, you can also let that go and just tell the universe or your angels or whoever you're working with, whatever your guides are, whoever your guides are, tell them, okay, you know what's best for me, you know what works better for me, you know what the best possible situation for my life is. I don't know. I haven't been able to see that yet, so please bring that about for me. And remain open and remain positive. With the King of Swords, and also with this card from Archangel Michael, which shows the sword in a prominent way, I'd say that also this card that shows me like a little child being guided by the angel. I feel like your guides and your angels are asking you to cut any ties with the past, and not only with people from the past that no longer serve you, but also with your experiences from the past. I don't think they mean fears. I think they mean what you've known to be true, what you've known to be good. It doesn't mean that whatever happened was necessarily bad. Maybe there are some of you that say, oh yes, please, I need to cut ties with that ex of mine, with that old job of mine, with the positions I've been able to get in the past, with those old stories that I tell myself, well, just cut ties with love, that decide that you are no longer going to listen to those stories, and what you thought was good enough for you or what you thought you were capable of. All those old stories, just let them go. You can ask to be released of those stories to your angels, your guides, to the universe. But some of you need to cut ties with things that were good. And if you let me, I'm going to give you an example. When I got divorced, I was very sad because to me, that was a good relationship. And I saw that as a failure, and I was really sad because I thought I was losing something really precious and really good for me. And after a few months, I think it was 8-9 months after we actually separated, I said, okay, I cannot be hung up on the past. And what happened was that a new partner came for me, and this partner was way more aligned with who I was and who I am than my first partner. And many of the attributes and qualities that this person brought to the table, I hadn't even imagined that they were possible. One little example. I used to fight with my first partner because of my job. When I met him, I was working at a company and I was moonlighting as a tarot reader and channeler, and I had my 9-to-5 normal job. My plan had always been to give it up. But he never took that very seriously. So when I actually did give it up, he saw that as some kind of betrayal to our family or something like that. Even though we had talked about it many times. For this new partner, I was asking for someone that would accept what I wanted for me and my work and my job, and that I could channel and all of that. And when I met this person, not only did they accept who I was, but he said, "Whoa, that was so brave of you." So it was more than just acceptance. But when I asked for a new partner, I couldn't imagine past acceptance. I couldn't imagine someone that would commend me for taking that step. Sometimes we have something good going on and we experienced something good. That doesn't mean that we won't find something even better and more aligned with who we are and what we need in our future. So I feel that you are at this stage. You've done a lot of inner work. You have grown a lot. You have grown and you have evolved, and I see that in the King of Pentacles. So now you're ready for better experiences in love, in business, regarding your health, regarding everything. You are ready for a better life. The perfect partner, the perfect job, the perfect business, everything is just around the corner for you. And your guides want you to say, okay, I surrender my control over how this happens. Just believe that it's happening. Try to focus on what you want your life to look like, and your guides, the universe, will bring about those changes in the best way possible. Remain open, remain positive, because really all you need to do is cut ties with that past, cut ties with what you've known, and really give you the chance to experience something even better. So group number 1, this was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were inspired by it. Let me know that you chose this pile by leaving a meditation emoji in the comments. I would love to know if the reading helped you, and I would love to read for you again. So if you feel called to, you can subscribe and give me a thumbs up. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Welcome group number 2. I hope you're ready for your reading. I have not looked at your cards in advance, so let's discover together what the angels and your guides and the universe want to tell you. First card, communicate clearly. Second card, take a divinely guided chance. And it says, all positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. Third card, detox time. Release toxins from your body, mind, and diet. Then we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And Archangel Michael tells us, romance angels are helping you. Oh, 2 very positive cards for romance. The prayer that is advised is, dear guardian angels of my soulmate, thank you for preparing my soulmate and me for love, for giving us the motivation to make helpful life changes, and for arranging for us to meet. Thank you for helping us recognize each other and have the courage to say hello, so that we can eventually delve into a truly intimate relationship. And it says having the courage to say hello and communicate clearly. And we have here, take a chance. So the first message that's coming through very strongly for you is, take the first step. Be brave. Say hello. It's not a huge first step, but there is chemistry. So of course this first message is for love, right? If you are trying to attract somebody, or you are attracted to somebody and don't know what to do, don't know what to say, you need to take the first step. Let them see that you're interested. Yes, there is risk in that, and yes, there's courage required to give that first step. But if you're not clear about how you feel, and you don't need to go and say, oh, I love you, I'm in love with you. You just need to say hello. Would you like to have a cup of coffee sometime? Or just something like that. If you are clear, they can respond. So the first message is, you are being helped. You are being assisted. There's chemistry here. You just need to take the first step. So for some of you that are trying to attract somebody, maybe somebody that you already know, there's clear, strong advice here that for you to take action, and everything will be all right. Now, this card also tells me that it's time for some detox. And I see detox as some kind of cleansing of old habits, old fears, maybe what's holding you back from giving this first step and saying hello and being clear about your degree of interest in this person. Maybe it's old fears. Maybe it's old patterns. Maybe you think that, I don't know, if you're a woman, maybe you think that the man has always to give the first step. Maybe if you have always experienced relationships in which you were very submissive, you are not expecting to have to take the first step, or whatever. Maybe you saw your parents relate to each other in a certain way. These are just examples. But for some of you, you need to clear all that old energy, all those old patterns, old habits, the ways that you saw your family and other people relate to each other. They don't need to apply here. Just be open for something new and let all those old memories, just let them go, because they do not have to dictate this new relationship. They don't have to dictate your present and your future anymore. It says here new businesses, right? You need to take risks. So you will need to have a little courage. And yes, results, even though you are really advised to move forward and there is strong chemistry, well, the other person always has free will, so results are not guaranteed. However, what is guaranteed is that if you have the courage to take that first step, you will be cleansing yourself of all these old patterns and fears and limitations that were only in your mind. And after you take this first step, you will feel lighter, freer, more free, and you will have the courage to do this again if you need to, and it won't be such a big deal next time. So either way, because I don't see a clear couple here forming, I do feel that you have a strong possibility of everything going fine. But even if it doesn't go that way, you will feel very relieved and you will feel very proud of yourself for being true to yourself. Because if you take the first step and you communicate what you want clearly, you're being true to yourself, you're honoring your desires, you're honoring what you want. That will empower you. You will feel more confident no matter what happens, and you will feel really good about yourself. So it's a win-win situation. Let's take some tarot cards for you. Let's draw some tarot cards. So the Hierophant, Page of Wands in reverse, the Devil, and I feel like I need another one, the Star. So it's very interesting because the Hierophant and the Devil are cards that I always see very connected, because it's the High Priest and supposedly good and evil, And this is number 5 and this is number 15. There's a connection between these two. And it's got to do with power. In both cases, we may be surrendering our power. And if we are lucky enough, the person we are giving that power to is kind and they will do something nice for us. And if we are unlucky, we give the power to someone that doesn't deserve it and they will make our life miserable. So I think that what you need to detox from, what you need to release, is this pattern of giving your power away. And Page of Wands in reverse is exactly that, because the Page of Wands is someone that is willing to take a chance, someone that is venturing into something new with enthusiasm, with energy, with happiness. And they definitely take the first step and they feel very inspired. But when in reversed, I feel they might not feel so confident to take that first step. Of course, The pages are learning, so those first steps might be a little clumsy, those first steps might not be perfect, but the important thing is to take those first steps. And the problem here is the surrendering of power, and let me explain. This goes for those of you that are trying to attract love, right? But also now let's go into more of an abundance interpretation, because here we do have the angels of abundance saying that this is a new chapter in which you are going to take steps in a new direction regarding your business, regarding your creative projects, regarding your job or career. And for some of you, this new area, these new territories that the card mentions make you feel very afraid. And all these old patterns start emerging. So for some of you, you need to release this idea that the power lies within the other person. Somehow in these new territories, I feel that you are giving too much power to what other people think. Maybe you have a tendency to be a people pleaser. Maybe you're worried if these creative endeavors are taking you to, I don't know, build a YouTube channel, a podcast, writing a book, or doing something creative. Maybe you're really, yes, creative, because the Page of Wands is really creative. You are really, really afraid of what other people are going to think of you. If I'm lucky, they're going to see me as someone good. If I'm lucky, they're going to be kind and they're going to appreciate me. If I'm unlucky, they're going to be mean. And I'm going to start a cycle of anxiety in which I feel awful and disempowered. So what you need to do is, first of all, realize that you have the power, that you are creating this because you're taking inspired action. You're not creating this for any one person. You're creating whatever it is that you're creating for yourself, because this is a new adventure to discover new aspects of yourself, new talents and gifts that maybe they were already there but you never really saw them. I feel that this new chapter brings a lot of independence. And also you're doing it for yourself and because it's of service to the universe. But it's of service to the universe as a whole, not for any one person, and certainly not for everyone. So let's get this out of the way. Some people will like what you do and some people won't. But they don't have to hold any power over you and what you do. You do you, and that's okay. And that's when that's where the star comes here. You know, you do you. You just be yourself. You know, the star, this beautiful lady, is naked because she shows herself as who she is. And she has a foot on the ground because she wants to be standing firm on concrete actions and reality. She's rooted in reality, but the other foot is in the water, tasting the water, having fun with water. Water are dreams, creativity, and all this beautiful, more subtle energy. And of course, she's being guided by the stars. So you are being guided by the universe. You can be yourself. Enjoy these new waters. And don't worry about other people at all. In fact, what you need to release and clear right now are these worries and anxieties regarding other people. For those of you that are resonating with this message of regarding abundance and projects and this new chapter in your business life, the cards for chemistry and romance angels are actually very related to that. They are saying, hey, the right people are being attracted to you. You will have a lot of chemistry with the right people, with the right audience. And they will come to you. Those people that are not attracted to you, that don't like what you do, will just go with someone else. Will just find someone else that's better suited for their needs and for their tastes, and that's it. And that doesn't need to have any reflection on who you are, because what I feel is that sometimes you feel like you're so great at what you do and you are amazing. In fact, I think you are amazing. I think that I see in the Hierophant this connection with the universe, and you really are following your passion and your mission, your life mission, your soul mission. But when what you do is not greeted with appreciation, you feel like you are the worst. You don't cut yourself some slack. So be gentle with yourself. There will be a lot of chemistry. There will be a lot of people attracted to what you do, because you are doing something that's of service to the whole, to the universe. So just release the idea of any one person liking or disliking you. Communicate clearly who you are and what you are about. And all this inspiration that you receive. Take the chance and don't be scared, because if you cleanse yourself from anxiety, you cleanse your fears of not pleasing everyone, or receiving hate, or receiving or being unappreciated. If you release all that, you'll be able to be yourself much more easily. That's it. Things are easier than what you've been doing so far. You've been complicating things too much because you're scared of being judged. And you don't need to be. Romance angels are helping you. And they will help you connect with the right people. And those people that are not the right ones, if they come across your product, your channel, your service, and they don't like it, and they give you a bad review or whatever, just forgive them, let them be, and let them go. And that's it. And don't think about them anymore. You are growing, you are learning, you are emerging in a new level of awareness and a new level of consciousness. And this is what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting for you. You are becoming a more evolved version of yourself, and you are going to connect with so many people that you don't have any idea that are there waiting for you. So just believe in yourself. Let yourself be guided through the process. Just communicate clearly what you stand for, who you are, and let the universe do the rest. So group number 2, this has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you felt inspired by it, leave me a dolphin emoji in the comments so that I know that it helped you. It's going to make me very happy to know that I helped you. If you would like to get another reading for me, please subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up so that you receive notice when I release another video. Thank you so much for sticking till the end of the reading, and have a great week. Bye bye. Welcome group number 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's start by calling in your angels and guides and all your spiritual support team. And let's see what they want to tell you about what's holding you back, what you need to release. Okay, so first card, romance. And we had let go of guilt. I'll read it to you. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. Instead of berating yourself for them. Then we have vision board. Create a board with images and words that inspire you. We have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. And finally, lean on God and the angels for support. Dear God and angels, I give you this situation now and completely. I step out of the way and allow divine miracles to shine through everyone and everything involved. Okay, so kind of mixed energies here. Okay, so what I'm feeling with this is that there are good things coming through to you and there are good things around you. This romance card makes me feel like romance is just there. Either you are already experiencing it or the person that you have a crush on, they like you back, and it's right there. Everything is right at the tip of your fingers, but you are not letting those blessings in. What I feel is like you just don't fully feel like you deserve them. This card, Let Go of Guilt, I feel it's the most important card in the reading so far. It's like it's saying, yeah, there have been mistakes in the past, but it's all part of our learning curve. We're always and constantly evolving and learning. So, of course, there are mistakes. Group number 3, sometimes mistakes are what let us find what's right for us later. If we didn't ever make mistakes, if we didn't ever meet the wrong person, well, we wouldn't recognize the right person, we wouldn't recognize the right path when we finally meet them, right? So instead of looking at mistakes as, oh, I need punishment for this, oh, I did this, so now I don't deserve to be happy, now I don't deserve to find something good again, just let all that go. Choose to be kinder with yourself. You can forgive yourself for whatever it is that you did wrong or you did not do, because not only are we always learning and growing, sometimes there's just no way that we can make the right choice or the right decision because we just don't have all the information. Sometimes time goes by and we say, oh, but if I had known this, I would have done this differently and the result would have been better. Yeah, okay, but you didn't know that at the time. So sometimes we judge ourselves looking back from a better informed and more experienced version of ourselves. But this version of ourselves that we are today, with more experience, with more information, that understands ourselves and other people better, wouldn't be here if it hadn't been for that more naive and maybe more, clumsier version of ourselves, right? We were learning, and that's why we didn't realize. That's why maybe you thought of it, but you weren't sure. So for some of you, the message is, please, please, please forgive yourself. To stop this inner conversation that you're having with yourself, in which you diminish yourself constantly and you make yourself feel bad about whatever it is that you did or didn't do. So that needs to be a commitment, because maybe you learned this pattern from your parents or from your childhood or whatever. You're just used to criticizing yourself and looking back on what you did wrong and saying, hey, I should have done this, I shouldn't have done that. I am very guilty of this myself sometimes. And what I do is try to identify when I'm in the middle of those conversations, degrading conversations with myself. And at the very moment when I see myself doing it, and sometimes I'm well into the conversation when I realize I've been doing this, right? But when I realize that I've been doing this, I stop immediately. And I say, I forgive myself for, and whatever it is I did or didn't do, and I forgive myself for having this conversation with myself, for talking to me this way. Now, I choose to talk to myself with kindness, with compassion. And I either do something completely different from what I was doing, or I say to myself something good. You were great, you're great at this, but I stop thinking about the issue and I try to think about something else, talk about something else, do something else. So I forgive myself, I say aloud that I forgive myself, and I forgive myself for having that conversation, and I just change the energy. Because even if at that moment you start saying, oh, I wasn't so wrong because I did what I could, you're still in the middle of that energy. You're still in that vibration. So just change the vibration. Do something that's really nice for you. Give yourself, go get a massage, go for a walk, do something that's really nice for you, so that you not only are saying that you forgive yourself, but you show yourself some love. So that's the idea here. So stop with that conversation. And if you do that, and you make a habit of doing that, those conversations will start diminishing, and there will be less and less and less of those conversations in your daily life. And then what's going to happen is that whenever this kind of inner conversation starts happening, not only can you stop it almost immediately, but you realize that you've been triggered by something. Something around you needs to be tended to, needs to change or whatever, because something has triggered you. So it becomes, when these old patterns emerge, it becomes some kind of wake-up call or some kind of alarm system that you say, hey, I'm being triggered. So what happened? Who did I talk to that made me feel bad about myself? Or what mistake did I make? What fears popping up here? So you can go beyond that superficial conversation in which you start belittling yourself, and find what's the actual fear or worry about behind it, and you can treat it. So these two cards, lean on God and the angels for support and trust, I feel they're very in line with each other. They're talking about the same thing. You need to believe that you're worthy of good things. But as soon as you believe it, that's all you need to do for those good things to start coming your way. You are worthy. And this card, romance, I think it works for two groups of people. I think that for some of you, romance is right knocking on your door, and you are about to enter a wonderful romantic relationship. You are not reaching out to take what's there for you because of this guilt and because you think you're not worthy, and it's right there. So when you stop belittling yourself and thinking you're not worthy, it's like you're going to remove a blindfold on your eyes, and you're going to see that romance is right there for your taking. It's right there. There's someone around you that's totally head over heels in love with you, and you like them also, and romance and happiness are right around the corner if you let it happen. For some of you, the message is that there needs to be a little more romance with yourself, right? There needs to be more self-love. And it goes right hand in hand with this letting go of guilt. And that's when this card, vision board, comes into play, because it's not enough to stop feeling that you're not worthy. The universe doesn't work with the negative. If you say, I don't want to feel sad, I don't want to feel ashamed, I don't want to feel guilty anymore, you're still focusing on feeling ashamed, on feeling guilty, and whatever it is that you did wrong. So you need to shift the focus on, what am I worthy of? Or at least, what would I like to be worthy of? To feel worthy of? And create that vision board. Some people are very visual, so a vision board will help them a lot. Some are not, and they'd rather write down what they want and what they would like to experience, because they are more auditory. They're more audient people, so when they think of words and they talk about it, it's better for them to focus on that. But the main idea here is, think about what it is that you would like to experience, whether you feel worthy of it or not right now. I would like to feel worthy of this and this and this and this. You can write it down, you can find images of it and create your vision board. You can do both things. The important thing is that you take a minute or two, maybe 10 or 15, because that's all it needs to take really, to make it clear to yourself and the universe what it is you would like to feel worthy of and what it is that you would like to experience. Your angels, your guides, the universe will help you get there, but you need to tell them. Right now, what would be that finish line? What would be that life that you would love to be worthy and to feel worthy of? You are worthy of it, but you don't feel right there right now. So let's draw some tarot cards. Okay, again, Two of Cups. Again, that's the card of romance in tarot. So again, romance is right around the corner. And this card makes me think of what kind of relationship do you feel worthy of, or would you like to feel worthy of? I work with this deck a lot, and it's the first time that I'm drawn to this cup that feels like it's more rusty than the other one, that it's kind of degraded somehow. I never see it this way, but in your reading, it just popped up to me like that. And I think it's because the message is that maybe that's how you see yourself. And it's a weird imagery. It's like, this is a mirror, this is what I'm imagining right now, and you see this, but actually you're this beautiful clear crystal cup, shiny, that reflects light, translucent. You're beautiful, but you see all this rust. And also the Chariot, it's regardless of the main meaning of this card, which is going forward. In the Chariot we have two horses or sphinxes or different beings depending on the deck. One is black and the other one's white, right? And it rings about with this rusty cup and clear cup. And the difference is that here in the Two of Cups, the cups are like standing there, like looking at each other and whatever. And here they are horses that move you forward to whatever it is that you want. So while you are doing all of this work, this inner work of I want to feel worthy of this, I don't feel worthy of whatever it is, okay, so I will forgive myself. Okay, while you're doing all this work, your guides are telling you can also decide to move forward anyway. I mean, I will move forward with my light and shade. I will go for what I want. I will go get what I want. With my virtues and my flaws. I am not perfect, and that's okay. And that's a very important idea that I'm getting now. This is a very important message. In a way, nobody's perfect, but in another very real way, we are all perfect. We are perfect for what we are meant to do at any given point in time. And that includes our flaws. I know it's weird. For instance, if you want to, become a counselor, I'm just giving you an example, and you have all these fears, you can still become a counselor and you can still work with people while you work on your own fears. And that experience of having all these fears and that experience of not feeling worthy will help you empathize so much more with people with self-esteem issues and makes you perfect for working with them. And that is just an example, but all these flaws that you see in yourself and that you may be saying, no, I cannot move forward, I cannot go for what I want until I have fixed all this, actually make you perfect for whatever it is that you want to obtain. All these things you reject about yourself, instead of rejecting them, embrace them. Sometimes we want to heal a part of ourselves, and that part isn't really bad. That's just our judgment. That part is something that we need. Let me give you another example. Let's say that you are a perfectionist, and I really am feeling the perfectionist vibe in this pile. You don't think you can start the business and start moving forward until you have created the perfect website, or the perfect logo, or the perfect copy of the website, or until you have published your book. These are just examples. And the fact is that you can move forward with your business while you still work on these things. And maybe you don't need a perfect website right now, because you won't get the perfect website until you've started working with the real people that need you. And once you have interacted with your real clients, you realize what it is that you need to write on your website. Going for what you want, not just stopping at the vision board, but I have the vision, now I'm going for it with the chariot. And this going for it helps you have a clearer vision of what you want and what you need and what you need to do. There is no perfect timing, and there is no perfect moment, and there is no perfect you before you start with. It's experience, and it's going forward what's going to give you the feedback that you need so that those details end up being perfect. And this Four of Pentacles makes me think that you are really attached to creating the structure of what it is that you want, and everything being perfect, and oh, look at this, how shiny my website will be. And the website is just an example, but really, you don't need all that perfection. It is perfect just as it is. Just move forward, and you can go change little things here and there, or big things here and there, as you progress with your project. So, and you will become more polished too as you progress with your project. So let go of everything you think you don't have enough of, or you don't know enough of, or everything that you think makes you imperfect. Okay, stop judging yourself for that. You have lots of very beautiful qualities, wonderful qualities that make you the perfect match for whatever it is that you want. Not only are you looking for that experience or that person, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, But that person or experience is also looking for you, and you are perfect. You are exactly what they need. Whoever it is that you're trying to reach, they are also trying to reach you. So just remain teachable, just remain open, and trust. Trust yourself, trust the universe. You're getting there, and you are already perfect. Okay, so group number 3, I hope you loved and liked your reading. I loved it. I sometimes feel very much like this, so I totally can relate. And I really feel like you're a very loving, caring person, and this need for everything to be perfect is because you want to give the best and do your best, and I really admire that of you. I just hope that you get out of your own way, because many people need you and are waiting for you. And if you like this reading and you felt inspired by it, please leave a heart emoji in the comment section. I would love to know that I was able to help you. If you would like to see more readings from me and receive another reading from me, I would be honored. Please, in that case, you can subscribe and give me a thumbs up so that you get notified when I do another video. Thank you so much, and see you soon. Welcome group number 4. Welcome to your reading. Let's call in your angels or guides or just spirit to inspire us, to inspire whatever it is that I'm going to say, so that you feel empowered and you can release whatever it is that's blocking you. Let's see what your cards are. Be assertive. Gratitude list. It says, counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of this universe. A very clear, positive message. Retreat. To block out distractions, spend quiet time alone so that you can focus on your priorities. Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. And from the Oracle of Archangel Michael, keep your eyes on the targeted intention. It says, thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me focus on my inner vision and intention. I ask for your guidance in releasing any fears or doubts, granting me the confidence and courage to take action toward realizing my dreams. In your case, group number 4, I think that what's blocking your manifestation power is your anxiety and your excess worries. I feel that you are really tired also. You've been trying and working and struggling for quite some time, maybe some of you. And you are just worried. Things are not going the way you would want them to be. These manifestations are taking longer than you thought they would take. And you are getting tired and you are pretty overwhelmed with all this worrying, and maybe you think you're running out of time, or that things just won't happen for you at this time. And all these are ideas in your mind that not only wear you down and bring your energy to a very low vibration, but these ideas are also out there mixed with the ones that you want to manifest in your reality, and they get manifested also. And guess what? Worries and fears usually manifest quicker than other energies because we pay so much attention to them. This is a really, really big blockage for your manifestation abilities. But the good news is that it's all in your mind. You know, it's your mind that's playing tricks on you. The advice that you get is to be a little more playful and lighthearted about everything. Maybe you're one of those very focused people that just do and do and do and do, and when things don't go their way, they just keep doing until it's fake it till you make it, right? And sometimes that approach will be so exhausting. And if you are exhausted, you don't have any energy to bring about any manifestation. And if anything were to manifest for you, you wouldn't have enough energy to enjoy it, because we actually need energy to enjoy. With these cards, flirt and retreat, I feel like your guides are saying, hey, just give yourself a few days off. Just leave things as they are with your work, with your with whatever it is that you're obsessing about, with your objectives, with whatever. Just give yourself a few days off and enjoy them. Just connect with that more playful side of yourself, with your joy. Connect with your joy. I don't think flirt has a romantic meaning in this reading, but if it resonates with you as an advice, as a piece of advice for a relationship that you're experiencing, to be more lighthearted and flirt and just be playful, take it, of course. But I feel it applies more to flirt with the idea that things will come about and things will come to be, even if you don't know how. Even if you just stop and just do whatever it is that you want to do for a minute or two. And breathe. And when you've done that, you can start counting your blessings, like this card says. Because, focusing on what you have is usually a very good recipe to receive more of that and to see it multiply and to at least not feel so overwhelmed by what you think you don't have. Besides, focusing on what you don't have yet is, we could describe it as scarcity mindset. There will always be something missing. There will always be a piece that's not right, it doesn't fit yet. So if you let our human mind focus on what's missing, the mind will always find something that's missing, something that's not perfect, and we will always be in that scarcity mindset and energy of lack. But if we focus on what we have and we truly feel grateful for it, then our heart chakra expands. And even though we know what we have to do, we don't get so distracted, because much of what's going on in your mind that's very overwhelming, maybe it's not the main thing you need to focus on right now. Keep your eyes on your targeted intention. So what is it that you really want to be creating? And be assertive about it. Be assertive. So sometimes we have big plans, big plans. And big plans require maybe many steps. And sometimes we are a one-woman or one-man show. That's my case, certainly. So if we need to build a website and, in my case, record a video and do readings for clients and whatever, you are the one doing it all. And sometimes it's such a long to-do list that you don't know what to focus on first. So it will be really helpful to write down from 1 to 3 and no more than 3 bullet points in which you write your 1 to 3 main intentions, and you can work the details later, right? And then write down this question: how can I work on these? Or how can I take steps towards these intentions in a playful, fun, enjoyable way? Because it's very important that you enjoy the process. Every project, any business, every relationship will always keep growing and changing and evolving. So we never get to the finish line. So if you're waiting for that moment to relax and enjoy, you'll be miserable. Okay, so let's get some tarot cards here for you. 4 of Wands, 3 of Cups. I apologize for the construction noises. Queen of Wands. Oh, these two are stuck. Queen of Swords and 5 of Swords. Okay. I feel that you've already taken many steps towards that goal and celebration that you have. With the 3 of Cups and the 4 of Wands, I feel like there's a lot to celebrate already, and that's where the gratitude list might come in handy. Not only keep your eyes on your main goals, but also on everything that you've accomplished so far, because it's quite a lot. There's a lot to celebrate. And this business that you're working on right now, I think we're talking more about business related things than that love here, because of this Queen of Wands. It's going great. So there's a lot to celebrate. And if what you want is something like building the foundation for a relationship or a family, these cards are also great for that. So be playful and enjoy. If for some of you this is regarding love, if you have a more playful approach and these goals that you have, someone, for instance, what are these main goals that you might have if we're talking about a partnership here? Well, what's what I would want this relationship to be like, right? And I'm not talking about I want him to be I don't know, blonde with blue eyes. We need to be assertive regarding what we want the experience to be like. I would want my partner to treat me in such and such way. I would want them to pick me up from work. I would want them to sit with me and enjoy a movie every night, and we have fun and we share our sense of humor, and describe and be assertive with your goals regarding what you want. Someone that respects me, someone that respects my line of work, someone that accepts me for who I am, that laughs at my quirkiness. That's what you need to be assertive about. Those are the main goals when we're talking about companionship. I believe that with this retreat card, I think that you would need some time to just sit down and write. I see that in this retreat card, this girl is writing something. So I would tell you to just take a few moments to think about what that relationship would be like. And as I told you, don't get too fixated on what kind of a person they are, if they make such and such amount of money or not. Sometimes we get stuck in those details. The universe provides us with abundance in different ways. Sometimes we take a chance with someone that is jobless at the time, but we can see that they are very responsible. But what we want is for someone responsible to work with us, to be a teammate and be able to build something with that person and plan a future together. And each of us will take on their part. I'm just giving you this as an example. Maybe you don't care about that and you want someone that's fun, and you want someone that will go with you on adventures, and you will travel the world together, someone that feels the same passion for traveling as you do. So that's what you write. So you need to be assertive and really think of what you want in a partnership. Because I feel that for those of you that this reading is about love, I feel that maybe you've been going on too many dates or really putting yourself out there and getting nothing, and it's because you haven't done this pre-work first. So after you've taken a minute or two to think about this and you've written down those main things that you want in a partner, then you again get on your horse and again you start dating and going out and have fun. doing it, but keep your goals in mind. If the person doesn't match those goals, then it's not for you, and then it's goodbye and thank you. And trust that this person will come because you have clarity. You are not begging for anything to come your way. And this gratitude list card, for those of you that are trying to manifest a partner, is about yourself. Maybe you don't have a partner yet, but what? You have so many things to be grateful for about yourself, about how you're getting to know yourself better, about how you're building your life in such and such way, about all of these beautiful qualities that you have. Because the more you appreciate yourself, the more you will be attracting someone that appreciates you also. Does that make sense? Back to the tarot cards. Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, you are already building a pretty solid foundation. I can see this in the Four of Wands, whether it is a partner, whether it is a family. Maybe you already have a partner and you want to take the next step, because one of the main keywords of this word is family, and of this card is family, and also the Three of Cups. So maybe you are trying to not only find a partner, but someone to build a family with. You are already on the right path for that. You already are building a great foundation for that. Another thing that I'm getting here, celebrate the accomplishments so far. Keep your eye on the money. It's a saying, keep your eye on your goals. But stop to celebrate all the achievements so far, because there have been many. And what I feel is that all this has been pretty overwhelming, because it is a lot. You are taking on a lot. But that is great, because you are not the two queens, you're not settling for anything other than amazing. And that is great. That is great. Paradoxically, amazing is not coming unless you can appreciate the step-by-step process that will get you to that amazing. What you're experiencing right now is already pretty amazing, and you have been doing pretty amazing. So your guides really, really want you to appreciate yourself. Give you some love. Give yourself some love. Not everyone will have the courage and the know-how to really get as far as I have gotten right now. And I will keep moving forward, and I will keep getting further. Because this has just begun. And you're doing amazing, and you are already so empowered. Finally, the Five of Swords. I think it's kind of a warning to tell you, don't be afraid of letting go what doesn't serve you, of letting go of what doesn't serve these main goals that you have listed, right? And let those go. Also, let the people that don't fit this vision for that wonderful partnership that you want, let them go. Once you have told the universe and your energy what it is that you want to experience, what it is that you want to live, you will recognize it when it comes. And if you don't feel it, then you don't feel it, and that is okay. Let them go and thank them for the opportunity of getting to know another kind of energy and realizing that that's not your thing. Don't be afraid to let them go. And again, I feel the need to tell you, if you are one of those that are working towards manifesting love, describe the relationship. How do you want that person to make you feel? You want to feel safe, you want to feel loved, you want to feel at ease, you want to be able to be yourself, you want to laugh, you want to share their sense of humor. You want to be supported. You want an equal partnership. So those are the things that we need to focus on. And let the universe bring you the best person for that. And you will be very pleased, believe me. So group number 4, I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you felt inspired by it. If you did, if you liked the reading, feel free to leave in the comments a rainbow emoji. If you do, I will know that you chose this pile and that you felt inspired by the reading, and I will be very happy to know that. Please, if you want to keep watching videos like this, remember to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up so that you get notified whenever I release another video. Thank you so much for sticking till the end, and bye bye.